In 2012, when Mary Kinyori, a staff with the finance department at Standard Group based in Nakuru Bureau Office, after undergoing a minor surgery, she was given penicillin medicine. The reaction to the medicine happened one day after the surgery.
It was the worst experience I've ever had.
She started sweating, her vision was blurred, and she fainted.
This was after a day, one day after my operation.
It became a trial and error exercise as the doctors tried to diagnose what type of medication they had given her was reacting within her body.
They found that I was reacting to penicillin.
Mary is equally allergic to honey. The taste of it pains her stomach.
It's not funny because I love honey so much, but I simply can't take honey no matter what I try.
Taking coffee is the worst feeling she has ever had.
I love coffee. The taste is good for me, but the minute I take that coffee, I can even feel the way it's going down and coming out again. Within a second, it's out. I don't like the smell of coffee. And even if I enter into a matatu and it happens that somebody is carrying coffee, I can't move in that matatu. I cannot travel in that matatu.
According to Dr. Francis Babubora, a specialist in internal medicine who is based in Nakuru, an allergy is basically an abnormal reaction to a chemical or a substance.
Basically, it is our genetic makeup. Some people are born to react to certain substances in a different way from others. Sometimes it may be prior exposure. You are exposed to something, you get it a second time. Now you react to it because you had formed substances against that chemical.
Majority of people with allergy do not know until it reacts. There is, however, severe allergic reactions called anaphylaxis.
Allergic reaction can be mild, in which you may have just a skin rash, something, feel dizzy and it goes. Anaphylaxis kills and it's a medical emergency.
When you have anaphylaxis reactions, your blood pressure falls, you may actually collapse, breathing becomes difficult, a swelling in the airways and blockage, you can barely breathe. In that case, it is a dire emergency. Without treatment, it can be rapidly fatal in a matter of minutes.
I've had near deaths from bee sting. Somebody was stung by just one bee. I have had reactions due to drugs. Some of them immediately they are given. Antisera, which is somebody bitten by a snake, now you want to neutralize the poison, and the drug you are using now causes anaphylaxis, which you have to treat. Fortunately, none of those died, but I've had a scare with them.
The best way to know if you have any allergic reactions is from your family history. If you have reacted to a substance, you are then advised to avoid related substances.
But unfortunately, we do not do tests to detect allergy. Because A, things that one can be allergic to are too many. B, that first test may itself bring anaphylaxis. You give the first test and the person collapses there. So a number of times it is your history. My mother reacted to this, therefore I become careful. My brother reacts to this, I become careful. I had reacted to this.
When you see a doctor or a pharmacist and you have reacted to anything, please let the person treating you know, however simple it is. You may know one allergic reaction you have, but the doctor knows them in classes on how many things you may react to. Allergic reactions are even worse by injections.
For somebody who is allergic to any medication, you are very sensitive to whatever you are taking, and you cannot just go like anybody else who goes, you feel your headache and go buy medicine across the counter in a chemist. I cannot do that because I'll be ruining my life. So the first thing when I get there is that I'm allergic. Actually, the first time you meet a doctor, the first greetings should be, I'm allergic.
You should not be injected sitting or standing. Usually you are injected lying. That means should your blood pressure fall, you are already lying. Because if you are a layman and you get somebody who has had an allergic reaction, what do you do?
In case you as a lay person find someone who has had an allergic reaction, what do you do to save the life of that person?
Put their head lower than their legs. If they are unconscious, make them lie on their side. Don't let them lie face down or face up. And rush them to a medical center as soon as possible.
However, Mary still has questions to doctors.
The worst part goes when you have an accident, anything can happen. So I don't know what the doctors would advise people to be doing. Or maybe every doctor should know that before you do any medication, before you start treating somebody, this is where I should check. Are these people allergic? Is this person allergic before I do any medication? Because that one can easily kill. That is my major worry.
According to Dr. Babubora, allergy is a common problem and it is up to a person to realize what they have reacted to in order to know. Zipporah Karani reporting for KTN from the county of Nakuru.